So you want to make an electric car? Well, you better do 3 things. Number 1, make it look distinct. Take this Toyota bZ4X for example. It does not have the style of some prosaic grocery getter. With those bold, contrasting black fenders, hooded light treatment, and competing body side lines, it is unmistakably itself. Is the resulting shape attractive? What do you think? Number 2, throw a big screen at it. That is a standard 12.3-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone connectivity, wireless for the former and wired for the latter. Toyota has done a nice job creating a clean, functional interface. Also, you can make demands of the vehicle with your voice. Hey, Toyota! Hey, Toyota!
What would you like to do?
I'm hot!
I didn't understand.
Most people don't. Number 3, give it range. The front-wheel drive XLE trim covers 252 miles of range, a competitive, if not class-leading figure among modern electric cars. And if you're curious, here are the EPA range estimates for the rest of the trims. That is more than enough range for how far most Americans commute. And with America's expanding charging infrastructure, the viability of covering real distance in an electric car continues to improve. And just to cover my bases, here's a few more bits of data. I'm driving the dual motor all-wheel drive version. Let's see if I feel an emotion when I floor it from a stop. Yeah, spunky immediacy. It's a weird way to word it, but that's what it was. Toyota says the all-wheel drive version returns 0 to 60 sprints of 6.5 seconds, which is decently zippy. Driving the bZ4X around, there's just a general sense of competence. Ride compliance is pleasing. Visibility is pretty good, although over the right shoulder it's a little bit blocked, but nothing you wouldn't get used to when you're owning the vehicle. Let's see how it corners though. Whee! It's fine. Oh, we got a little bit of speed here. Let's see what happens. Let's see. I mean, you can drive this quickly like you can drive any vehicle quickly, but I wouldn't say it's a big ball of fun. Maybe it's it's an amuse-bouche of fun. In other electric cars, I have learned to love the one-pedal drive function. This doesn't have that. It has sort of a semi-one-pedal drive mode where there's a heavier regen when you press this button down here, but it will not bring the vehicle to a stop, so I have to use the brakes. The brakes feel, I don't know, a little bit wooden, but I think it's close enough to normal brake feel that if you owned the bZ4X, you would certainly get used to it. And now, for no good reason, when that light changes, let's floor it again. There we go. Haha. Okay. We have fun, don't we? We're not having fun. Lynn's not having fun. Sorry, Lynn.
I'm kidding.
By the way, if you're curious what Lynn Woodward thinks, go to Auto Trader to see her video for the AT gang. Lean in here again. Another cameo. There we go. Stylistically, the interior incorporates soft surfaces in key areas along with this smudge magnet black plastic. I wouldn't describe the cabin as deeply fashionable, but there are some interesting material choices in here. Perhaps the biggest stylistic swing is this oddly long steering column that extends forward like a Wonka hallway. I'll add that with the steering wheel in my preferred position, the top of the wheel perfectly blocks the gauge cluster. Even then, I'd still prefer a wheel to a yoke. Before moving on, I'll also note that the bZ4X doesn't have a volume knob, the drive selector operates with an unfamiliar push and twist action, and there's no glove compartment, but there is a lower storage zone for the front occupants to use. By size, the bZ4X roughly matches the RAV4's dimensions. But with a dedicated electric platform, the bZ4X offers more interior space than a vehicle this size typically might. Let's put my intense averageness in the front seat. In terms of driving position, this is very comfortable. Seats in Toyotas are always pretty nice. Not a lot of pressure points there. And also the armrest here, that's a cushy spot to rest an elbow. But here's the real cool thing. When I sit behind myself, look at my knee room. Look at it. That's a lot of space. In fact, in terms of headroom too, also plenty of space over here. Sometimes I run out of headroom with the sexy long torso, but not today. Not today, friends. Oh, and also the seats, they recline. Yeah, that's comfy. For cargo capacity, the bZ4X offers a healthy 27.7 cubic feet. That's a hair more than the Hyundai Ioniq 5. I'll also note that bZ4X is one of the more awkward car names I've been confronted with. What does that have to do with cargo space? Nothing. One area worth scrutinizing with an electric car is recharge times. While Hyundai and Kia have chosen a speedy 800-volt architecture that allows their EV6 and Ioniq 5 to blast from a 10% to an 80% charge in only 18 minutes using a 350 kilowatt DC fast charger, by contrast, the Toyota bZ4X charges at a max 150 kilowatts for front drive models and 100 kilowatts for all-wheel drive versions. Consequently, recharge times are much longer with the bZ4X. Talking money, a base bZ4X XLE front-wheel drive trim costs $42,000 plus $1,215 in destination charges. For that price, the bZ4X includes smart key access, a panoramic roof with power sunshade, wireless phone charging, 4 USB ports, and 8 airbags. Enhancing safety is standard blind spot monitoring, lane keep assist, automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection, guardrail detection, and daytime motorcyclist detection, plus full-speed dynamic cruise control and safe exit assist, which warns occupants about vehicles approaching from the rear. Choose the limited trim and you'll enjoy a 360-degree camera system, heated and ventilated front seats, a foot-activated liftgate, 20-inch wheels, and the ability to use your smartphone as a digital key. Interestingly, if you choose all-wheel drive, your bZ4X will include X mode, which is a duo of off-road modes for more capably tackling snow, dirt, and mud. And if you're thinking, wait, isn't X mode a Subaru thing? The answer is yes, and here's why. If the picture didn't make it clear, the bZ4X and the Solterra are basically the same vehicle. Go with the priciest all-wheel drive limited trim, and the MSRP hits nearly $49,000. Also, keep in mind that while the bZ4X is eligible for a $7,500 federal tax incentive as of when we made this video, Toyota's tax credits should start phasing out in the second half of 2022. That said, the bZ4X is potentially eligible for state incentives depending on where you live. The competitive set for small, fully electric SUVs has grown of late and includes the Ford Mustang Mach-E, Kia EV6, Hyundai Ioniq 5, and Tesla Model Y. If what you really want is an electrified Toyota, I'll also add the Venza Hybrid and the RAV4 Prime plug-in hybrid to your consideration list. In short, after years of fits and starts, the electric vehicle landscape is finally filled with an intriguing array of genuinely usable choices. But if you value distinct style, a well-rounded driving demeanor, and the easy ownership experience that comes with a Toyota badge, the bZ4X awaits.